versus Germany's The Stranger from FC Basel, Swiss club Basel is. And now we have that grand final. Let's go right to the casters, D-Man and Joe Miller.
Thank you very much, guys, and here we go. The first of what will be many, many finals throughout FIFA 19's historic year. Here in the Continental Cup in Paris, it is The Stranger kicking off in the white. Joksan playing in the red of Liverpool FC, despite being an LAFC fan. And an early shot from The Stranger. It's something we're not certainly going to be seeing a lot of throughout this one. Joksan, though, on the break.
Joksan, I think rightly so, the guys on the desk said, is the underdog coming into this one, but he was the underdog coming into the semi-final and the quarter-final, and let's be fair, in the round of 16 as well. He was in the group of death.
Yeah.
Probably you could say he was the biggest underdog in that group as well, but here he is in the grand final, and a major title possibly could go to North America if he can pick the victory up here today. Of course, titles in Germany, not something that we are strangers to, funnily enough. The Stranger himself, though, can he win a big, big international? What a start it would be to FIFA 19 for both of these guys if they can win not only the prize money, not only that super awesome limited edition PlayStation, the tickets to the Champions League final, but the points towards the FIFA E-World Cup finals as well.
But Joksan, he is the German destroyer. He's taken down Timox, he's taken down Mo Aubameyang, and now the final hurdle, the final boss, The Stranger. Let's see if he can get something early. He had an early goal, and that's a big old challenge. The keeper strong to it, Neuer off his line there, and he's putting a lot of pressure on. Very different game this will be from his semi-finals against Mo. Mo is heavy on the possession, heavy on the pressure, and Joksan hitting him on the counter. Now, The Stranger himself will be heavy, very much on the counter as well. He's not really a strong possession player overall, tends to go for a fast breaking, attacking play. So we may see a bit of a slower start here. You know, both players just trying to figure each other out. It is a best of three. You don't need to just launch into it. Look for those big, long counter balls, trying to pile them through. We may see a couple. Joksan certainly landed a fair few. And I spoke to Joksan after the semi-finals. Very humble guy. Just said just how amazed I was at how much he locked down Mo's attacking prowess. His defensive midfield was so solid and just completely countering anything he had in the final third, and he was just like, thank you very much. And it was a good game. He was a really hard opponent. Looking forward to the final. It was, but most people would be like, oh, that was amazing. Especially as an American. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but they do tend to be a little loud.
Well, it's a big statement. You're going to have...
I'm an Englishman, I'm allowed.
Exactly, I'll let you off with that one. But here we go then. I was going to say a chance for The Stranger to maybe build something up early, but 23 minutes in, no goal. And just showing, as I think is rightly said, more nerves here than for any game previously. The big final. Crowd is full here at Paris Games Week, which means, you know, the pressure, the experience may play a role. Specifically, I think for Joksan, The Stranger has definitely more experience when it comes to tournament settings, you know, in this kind of environment. The crowd behind you. We're at Paris Games Week, which means that there are booths all around the big Sony booth here, and, you know, it's loud. Both players have gone with the headsets on to try and block out some of that noise, try and keep themselves in the zone in order to concentrate as much as they possibly can on this. And, you know, you lose concentration for a brief moment, you find yourself behind. Here is The Stranger on the edge of the box. His shot is blocked, though. And
that's something we've seen Joksan's defensive doing. If you don't know FIFA 19 at all, then currently there's a new feature being added to the game this year, which is called timed finishing. And it really has been a strong new feature added to the game that a lot of these players were exploiting early on. But as the tournament has gone on, people have learned how to defend against it. They've started to block out the shots because they can be incredibly accurate. So you need to stop it at the source, and that's really what Joksan's been doing very well, using that 4-2-3 defensive midfield setup to really just shut down those early shots from outside the edge of the box.
And look at the passing percentage there, 91%. the low to mid-90s have been standard throughout this tournament. If you're not reaching that level, you probably find yourself in a bad position. Here's a chance for Joksan, and there is the lead for the American. It is none other than Johan Cruyff, one of the big, outstanding players this tournament, and he has put Joksan in front.
And the attentiveness, look at this, look at the keeper, look at that, the stranger, the ball came to him on that diagonal edge. He was fully expecting the timed finesse finish into the right-hand side. The stranger moved that keeper, and Joksan was so prepared for it. Sold him a dummy, cut back inside, and near post finish, dead straight, as easy as you like. And that was just complete mental games against the stranger just to get that first goal.
Yes, but the stranger off the kickoff here, almost finding his man in the middle of the box there. That could have been dangerous for him, but as it stands, Joksan, Chuboy coined him the German Slayer earlier on, and so far looking good. Demons claiming that one, by the way.
I called him the German Destroyer during the commentary. I'm claiming it, I'm claiming it, because he has been.
I apologise.
He took out Timox 6-1 in the groups. Timox picked himself back up for that one and reached the semi-finals himself against the stranger, went down in that game. But then he took down Mo Aubameyang, who just looked unstoppable through this tournament. He was finishing from corners, from crosses, from timed finesse finishes and little taps in the box, just about anything. But he had a clean sheet in that first game, and we're seeing it right here, just how good Joksan is at actually manually defending. And I say that, manually defending, because a lot of people have been putting a lot of presence on the AI defending, because if you don't have this little triangle above your head, you're not controlling that character. But he has been so strong at switching to defenders, closing the space, and getting the tackles in.
Whistle going to be blown here any moment for half-time in our first match. Joksan is leading this one, and the stranger, you know, doesn't have to feel too under pressure. Look at the possession.
Just
about
one
50,
shot.
50. The strangers had 3 shots, all of which on target. Key though, none of them have gone in, whereas obviously for Joksan,
yeah, we knew it would be a slow starter to the game. It wasn't going to be one of those big explosive 6-4s and 5-4s that we saw throughout the quarterfinals. The explosive games are done. These guys have pretty much prepped on one another. Joksan kind of crept through the groups and the round of 16 kind of unseen, and then really people paid a lot of attention to him. Of course, the stranger coming into this one as a big favourite for the tournament from the off, so it's no surprise to see that Joksan has done his research here. Certainly figured out Mo Aubameyang's corner tactic, that's for sure, and defended it with ease. Now, stray pass will lead to the stranger in the white on the attack once again. As you say, low-scoring game, kind of expecting that. Both have been very tense. The stranger tends to go for that counter style, and when we see Joksan's real strong defense, we're expecting that counter style to really be put to the test to try and find an opening.
Here we are though, the stranger on the edge of the box between Cruyff and Ronaldo. Went for the shot, was blocked, and that will gain him a corner here. There's a man short, but chances are this is going to head straight towards the penalty box. Watch for the arrow on the man in the area. It's going to be Ronaldo, but Vieira beats him to the ball there. And these corners, you know, some people have mastered them better than others, but they are always dangerous. And look at that, from 5-10 yards outside of the box, it's Cruyff again who will score. 1 for either side, and we are all tied up here. No real emotion being shown. There's a long, long way to go in this game, and you know, we've seen it before. Sometimes celebrating and, you know, imagining almost what's going to happen after that can put you off your game. It's all about concentrating over all, possibly 3 matches. Of course, someone could win both, and then we will have a champion here in Paris. But this one has been so close, could very well imagine it going to all 3.
Yeah, no instant reply from stranger there. You see him trying to push forward. Joksan couldn't get the initial tack to work there, but that's something we've seen throughout this tournament. Just that big one-touch finesse finish that curls in. Chance there, clattered out. It's not clear just yet. That's a decent cross-field shot, but it will be Kyle Walker for Joksan in the red to try and drive this one forward through the midfield, looking for some openings. A couple of players making runs for him as he holds the ball up in the midfield. Patrick Vieira and Ruud Gullit, the staple diet. Of course, these icons, these legends from the past, all playing part. You'll see a lot of Eusebio, Johan Cruyff, all these legends from years ago that probably most of you haven't even been born before they were hanging up their boots, but they were absolute gods of the game back then. I would say trust me, but even I was old for that one, Joe.
I was just about to make.
Yeah, I know you were. I know
that
you
one
were.
to myself for now. Yeah, oh, almost getting the through ball there to Eusebio. Now a stranger. He's going to switch it off to Kyle Walker on that top side. And then here's Ronaldo trying to flick it over the top to Hullet. It's nicely defended. Bit of a slow period here in the second half. This is a key kind of time around this 70-minute mark where you can make the difference. Shot was taken almost from the exact position that he scored in to get that equaliser. This time, though, the keeper can hold it. And look at the shots there. 7 for the stranger, only 1 for Joksan. If we talk about efficiency, Joksan's looking like a German himself.
Oh, the Germans love being called efficient, don't they? It's one of those common myths that have been dispelled. Yourself and myself both lived there for 6 years and 10 years, so we are well versed with that. But yeah, Joksan has started to look a little shy in front of goal at the moment. The stranger started to feel a little more confident as the game's gone on, and that's a danger for Joksan. Start to give him that confidence. Doesn't show a great deal of emotion. Somewhat looks a bit of a machine in front of the console, but has certainly been very impressive in front of goal throughout this tournament. And if you start giving him that little edge of confidence, we saw against Timox, he went 4-1 down in that second leg, but came back in style to take it 4-2, and can just turn so quickly. Despite being 1-0 down in that first leg, came back and it was 3-1 up before you knew it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of players, you can see their confidence grow with the camera. You know, there's cameras that we have on the players. You can tell that often, but the stranger's not a person that you see with his confidence in the camera. He's always very concentrated. I don't want to say emotionless, because that's not always true, but he doesn't show that confidence. He's not a big celebrator. He'll wait till the end of the game. There's a ball through for Joksan. Going to be tackled away, though. Maldini, it was, that took that ball off him.
Somewhat unorthodox tackle, you might say, as he pirouetted in there and took the ball, but here's out of play for a throw-in here with just the final 10 minutes. We will go extra time and penalties should we require it. And at the moment, it's looking like it might well happen unless somebody can break the deadlock. As it's a stray pass that's picked up easily by Joksan's midfield as he now leads it forward. R9, Ronaldo. Of days gone by from Brazil, we call them R9 and CR7. Of course, there is Cristiano Ronaldo in present day from Portugal. Ruud Hullet looking for a chance as the stranger tries to find that opening, looking for the time to finish it. He's got Ruud Hullet in the spot that he wants to use, though, so that's not really the ideal option. Now he's got Johan Cruyff there, but he's lost the ball as Joksan looks for a slow, steady opening. Slow build up to his attack here, looking for the little counter punch to come just before the final whistle, just before that 90-minute mark, and this may be the chance. Eusebio cuts inside the box, can't find the 1-2, and it came off Eusebio for a goal kick.
A little unlucky there for Joksan. The least he would have been looking for is that corner. Shake of the head from the stranger. His man didn't quite get high enough up. He will get a throw-in, though. Dying moments, you score here, you've almost certainly won this first leg. Switch of play down to Jordi Alba. Cruyff, Vieira, bad pass. Now Joksan, 2 minutes will be added on, so likely a chance for one of these players, but not for the other. There's a free kick for Joksan then, so this is his chance to put it to bed. Didn't work. Now the stranger moving forward. Bit of space here as well. Will he go over the top? No, he'll slide the ball on through for Cristiano Ronaldo into the middle of R9. Left-footed. He scored. 92 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. And it looks like the stranger in the dying moments has picked up game number 1.
Just like that, we were talking about the sucker punch that could come just before the final whistle, and that was it. It was Joksan to game 2. That man on your screens was the winner in a last-minute, 93rd minute goal coming in against Joksan, the stranger from FC Basel versus Joksan of Epsilon Gaming from the LA area. Honestly, it's been a while since we've had a North American in the finals. It's great to see the MLS stepping up here against the FC Basel player. The Germans have been predominant through FIFA for decades. And of course, everybody knows what they can do in real life as well. It's going to be the stranger once again, pushing forward. He is in the FC Basel kit this time as Joksan takes a pop in the white.
Yeah, should definitely take note of that one. Kit changes. Shot off the line. Her man stays on the line, heads it out. Incredible stuff there. So close for Joksan to take the lead. Let's see if he can do it here, though. Oh, and it's just snuffed out.
Clever. So that's learning. That's learning from the stranger. Remember, he went for that finesse, finished, tried to go for the fake and cut inside for the near post. And last game, so already the stranger adapting his defenses to that move, saw it coming, read for the inside cut. So the stranger picking up very quickly, and that's what FIFA can be about, adapting to your opponent as fast as possible. Big break on the left-hand side here. Is he going to go for it? R9 trying to run through. CR7, the pass threaded through, but cut out easily by the stranger, but he hasn't managed to clear it past his own centre mids as Vieira will launch it back through.
There's a great ball in towards Cristiano Ronaldo on his left foot, but defender got in the way. This is some good pressure from Joksan in the start of this second game. There he is with Cruyff. Walker though will block. And can the stranger get out of his own third here? We saw that last clearance was still held. Finally he does though get it into his opponent's half, and now a chance for the German player to make something of his own.
Looking down the channels, going to go down the left wing here. R9, not the prime R9 by the way, if anyone knows the cards well. That's actually got back through to R9, tries to have the cutback, surely finished, it's come back off the post, gets another chance, Johan Cruyff won't miss, and he will slot it in for the stranger, gets himself the lead.
Yeah, tough break here for Joksan. Realistically, he should have scored it first time around. That one that hit the post, that's not a position that you'd usually be missing from. But that is the stranger, winning 1-0 in this best of three. If you're not familiar with best of three, then, well, if he wins this game, then he will be the champion here in Paris. Joksan off the kickoff. Time maybe to have some possession, settle your nerves a little bit. Here's the ball into R9. Cristiano Ronaldo, it's so close. But close, not enough.
No, he didn't get the timing right on that shot either. More of a launch, hopeful effort. This time, he doesn't quickly get the instant reply from the kickoff. Laying it back down the wing here. Joksan on the attack. The North American needs to win this game to get himself a third. It is the man from FC Basel, the stranger, who's stolen the lead in the previous matchup. And now it's a decent through ball. R9 not able to muscle his way back from the defenders, which come nearly bounced off the back of the player and landed a little bit lucky, but there's a big counter here. Cruyff down the wing, CR7, R9 blasting through the middle, Cruyff on the wing, looking to cut inside, doesn't go for the cross, tries to lay it back and recycle it through the middle of the park.
And there is the shot though. Keeper was already on the right side, and that meant it's a simple catch for him. Ball down the line, in towards Ruud Gullit, but there are three men surrounding them, and Joksan's defence making sure that he can get possession back. Playing it off to Cristiano Ronaldo on this top side. Great sliding challenge from the stranger. Will win him the ball back, and now a bit of space to work with on this top side as well. Gullit will pull it back towards Kante. Messi. Oh, it's a bad pass though. Sorry, Cruyff was that. Messi not being used, at least just yet. We may see him later on in the game. Was Gullit going to send CBO running, but pass wasn't accurate enough. And again, well defended by the stranger.
Albert laying it down the side here for the stranger. Just keeping possession, keeping control, and really suffering here. The stranger with a corner. He tried the flamboyant overhead kick. Now it's a chance at inside post, but the keeper's there, bats it out front of the corner. This is tight stuff. We've seen some very impressive corners so far. Tried the near post this time. Is he going to try penalty area? He does, but the defender's there. Joksan come up against Mo Aubameyang, the king of corners. So he knows full well how to defend them. Ball spread across the field. He sets up another attack.
Hullet in towards R9. Look for the return there, but it's a bit of a mess in the box. Who's it going to fall to? It is going to fall to the stranger, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo who buries it and puts the stranger 2-0 up. Now Joksan has a job on his hands. This is going to be very difficult for him to come back into.
Well, a little fortunate, a defensive error, getting in each other's way really, was stumbling over one another. The ball fell kindly, and a simple pass and finish for the stranger. You can't offer him gifts like that because he will take them every day. And now with a 2-0 lead, Joksan has a lot of work to do here. Was so solid in defence against Aubameyang, but he seems to have been unlocked a little bit here with a few defensive errors. The stranger is off again here. R9 down the wing. I think it's Jordi Alba that blasted through the middle there. Goes across to Hullet. He's got Cruyff ahead of him. Oh, the deflection from the defender nearly took it over the keeper. Joksan breathes a sigh, and as the second half approaches.
Yeah, needs to make it here to half-time without conceding another one. Of course, pulling one back would be ideal. He's going to try that with Johan Cruyff here. Sent down the wing. Don't believe there's a corner. Has he got a free kick there? Yes, he has got a free kick. Chance then to pull one back on the stroke of half-time. Going to be floated in to the back. It's Roberto Carlos. He's had a horrible touch. The stranger able to clear this one away. He's most likely not going to get anything from this, and as I say that space opens up. The referee says, sorry, it's half-time. He was through on that top side, but second leg,
too deep. Probably going to leave that till around about the 60-minute mark. And we'll start looking for changes and pushing players forward, because runner-up is not really what he's looking for after such a great run in this tournament. Chance to win a trophy, the first of FIFA 19. At the Continental Cup here, presented by PlayStation. That's a great ball through. He's got himself a good start. Goes out to the wing, looking for the finish. He's got inside post. He's absolutely found top bins, and that is what he needed to start things off in the second half.
Absolutely, we said he needs a strong start, and he doesn't get much better than that. There was a slight grimace on the face of the stranger, but here, from the kickoff, he was looking good. The final pass that would have put Hullet through was taken away from him, though. This is a 4-on-3. The pass just wasn't good enough. Coming in it once again, though. And Joksan, concentration needs to be at 100%. Against a player like the stranger, that's the only way that you can win. There's a ball through towards Cristiano Ronaldo. He tried to get past his man, but defense too strong.
If he can pick a win up here, he may well get himself that mental edge, because that was a quick counter. He's looking for a second. He was looking lethal. He's found through the middle. He's got it. It's 2-2. All square in just a matter of 10 minutes from the kickoff of the second half. And Joksan, what a quick-fire double. And the stranger is reeling.
This is how you beat a player like the stranger. Throw him off his game. Make him second-guess himself. However, he is here with Cruyff on the top side. Ball flicked in the air, and you know when that happens, there's always a possibility of some acrobatics. We've seen it time and time again this tournament. Not that time, though. Now, Joksan, middle of the park with Ruud Hullet. We had a runner on the top side who went offside. Now, though, it is Cruyff connecting with Ronaldo. Well defended by the stranger.
Joksan is definitely got the momentum here, but he might get undone. That's a big through ball. He's found Hullet. He's looking in the box. He doesn't need it. Hullet hit low-driven shot, going back to FIFA 18 style there, where the stranger was so dominant, and strikes right back. 3-2.
Painful moment there for Joksan, but he's already scored 2. He knows now that he can score these goals. Just needs to find the key. There is Hullet. Cruyff in towards Ronaldo. And he's hit the defender. That will be a corner, though. Keeper came out, just trying to see if he could catch that one. Here we go. Taken short. Not something we've seen a whole lot of, but it's quick as well. Ronaldo, he's in as well. It looked like it was going wide, but they must have curled in. Brilliant stuff there. 3 goals apiece, and the stranger I'm not sure if that's a look of worry. No, it's not, he says. Not a look of worry.
Has he got your direct feed in his ears? It's just like...
What a finish that was. I honestly thought it was going wide, took just inside the post. Take a bow, Joksan. But only 66 minutes gone. He needs to keep completely focused here.
This game has just absolutely lit up in the second half. It was 2-0 done and dusted as we moved in. Joksan not really getting a sniff of it, but 3-3, just 25 minutes into the second half, and we are alive. CR7 bustling through, chance through the through ball, gets it to R9. Oh, the hand from Neuer just prevents the goal. It's a corner again, played short, can't get it past the defender this time, tries to play it back, almost loses out. He has lost out, get a chance of a shot, lays it off, can't quite keep it. Eusebio hasn't cleared it just yet, looking for that finesse finish across, can't get the pass in. And now at last it's the Stranger to try and slow things down, but he's lost the ball in the midfield.
Yeah, that's the danger there. Look at how many men he has forward already, 4 here. This is a perfect scenario. This is a typical Stranger movement, moving quickly, one-touch stuff towards the goal. Here is Hullet going to take the strike, but De Gea is there for Joksan. 75 minutes gone, the pace, the tension, all rising in this one. Joksan sending men forward here as he approaches into the Stranger's half. Kyle Walker skipping on past his man. Ronaldo will just lay it back, try and get those two central defensive midfielders involved. Here is Ronaldo in the box. It's a penalty. It's a penalty here. A foul from the Stranger in the second semi-final. In his semi-final, he conceded penalties. That's just not what he's good at. Oh, he saved it though. He saved it, and he's come out as well.
Tried the fake shot. Didn't work out for him, and a chance there for Joksan to secure a 4-3 lead, but now it's coming right back at him. Pull it through the middle. Finds, oh, he's offside. He's got to be offside.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
With a Stranger, this is something that he absolutely needs to work on in his game. The semi-final, he played 3 games against Team He gave 3 penalties, 1 in each game, and 1 here in this final. Okay, he saved it now, so we can write it off as it didn't matter in the end. But wow, what a chance that was for Joksan. With 80 minutes on the clock, that could have been a winner. Here he is again though, with Ronaldo. Surely going to shoot? No, it's defended.
Blocked out. I think it's really, there's so much pressure in defending those timed finishing shots that sometimes you've just got to bustle into the player and make sure it doesn't happen. The Stranger on the attack here as he tries to work it back down the wing and recycles it through the middle to Kante. Now down to Kyle Walker. The false one, apparently, because we've got the real one on the couch right here. And he's going to try and slip it through. CR7 looking for that big overhead through ball, maybe. Vieira slides it down to Cruyff. R9 muscling out the defence. Gets it back through to Ruud Hullet. Looking at the top, the space available for Eusebio. Looking to cross it in. It's Hullet that's in the box. Doesn't really want him. Wants to go for Cruyff. And it's headed clear.
This, surely, if he scores here, will be the winner. Eusebio onto R9. Oh, the touch wasn't there, but he's kept possession, crucially. Vieira now. Where's he going to go? Into the feet of Cruyff. Fancy footwork from him, but he's got a lot of pressure, and he's got the man to beat, and he's walked it out. That's a goal kick for the Stranger. 2 minutes added on. There's still a chance left in this one before we go into extra time. And let's not forget the first game. It was a last-minute winner. 92 minutes and 40 seconds is when the Stranger scored to win game 1. Can he do it again?
Oh, he's through, and there's an opening on the wing. He's managed to find Cruyff. The tackle doesn't really work out. Cruyff's got space, skips past his man, tries to look for the cutback. Oh, and actually tried to go inside. I think he didn't quite get a corner. It's going to be the final whistle, and we're going to extra time here in the finals of game 2.
Absolutely incredible. Look, we can see some substitutions coming on now. Fresh legs, Neymar, Best, and Ronaldinho for Joksan. So those front 3, or the 3 just behind his front man, all going to be coming out fresh. You'll see in the top left-hand corner of your screen soon all those substitutions that will roll in. Ronaldinho on for Cruyff, Best on for Ronaldo, and Neymar on for Eusebio for Joksan. The stranger will make changes of himself, but right now Joksan on the edge of the box takes a shot. Keeper though will save it, Manuel Neuer.
And that was timed to perfection as well. You saw the big green triangle pop up on that box. And it will, of course, mean he has hit it perfectly, but sometimes the keeper's there. That's a great through ball through the middle. Bustles out, and well, the keeper was quick to gather it up before Ronaldinho could get his hands on it. Goes back through. See Basel, the stranger, in the blue and the red. Gets a through ball, Hullet across to R9, looking for chances, looking for breaks. Kante looking for the runner, but CR7's gone offside. Checks his run, gets back on. There's space available for him here. Tries the heel to heel, tries a little fancy footwork. Maybe he finds a little bit of space. Kante to Hullet, there's a man in the middle, it's Ronaldinho! And the keeper was moved by Joksan. It was really the only option available for him, and Joksan read it well.
Ball dispatched here to Ronaldinho. George Best. Two of those fresh legs for Joksan. Here is Ronaldinho having a bit of a sprint as he cuts inside. We'll try and find the man in the middle. Defender was well positioned though. Pass from the stranger not good, and he may go route one here in towards Best, but great defending.
Yeah, he was looking for the return pass, the 1-2, and it may well just undo him here as the stranger has to play it all the way back to his defenders. Ronaldinho trying to play a bit of fancy trickery on the left wing, gets the return ball from Ruud Hullet, looking for the cross, swings it in. All the players there, it's fell kindly. Hullet's won it back and muscled through, but the defender quickly steps in, and now there's a big counter chance here before the final whistle. No, that's going to be lost out. There's just 1 minute added. We're going to the second half of extra time.
We absolutely are. This one a real nail biter. Will someone be able to nick it before we have to go to the dreaded penalty shootout? What a cruel way it could be for Joksan to lose. You can see that change of tactics.
Faster build-up, he's going deeper, he's going wider. Joksan's going for it. He doesn't want to go to penalties. He wants to finish it on the pitch in extra time. 15 minutes extra time, which equates to, well, roughly 2-3 minutes overtime is all you're going to get in real life. That ball, oh no, he's gone through. Ronaldinho, big chance here, right from the beginning, tries to flick it up to the head of the keeper. Oh, he matches it on the near post.
Insane stuff here. Ball lofted in from the stranger. Keeper will come out, pulls it away, but it's not out of danger just yet. Hullet, it's in. The stranger in extra time will take the lead 4-3. And he is now just 14 minutes in-game away, 12 minutes even in-game away from picking up the championship. And now you can bet your life on the fact that Joksan is going to pump up the pressure. He has to come back in this one, otherwise it's all over for him.
12 in-game minutes is all he has. He's sending people forward, cutting the passes out, trying to do what he can to get attacking. He knows he has a chance from the kickoff. Right now he'll have the ball, he'll have the possession. What can he do with it with just a matter of minutes remaining?
We're going to find that one out now. Walker in towards Best. There's a fair amount of space there. There is Neymar. Where does he go? He skips past one. Surely we'll pull it back, and he's equalised. Joksan from the kickoff has brought it back with 10 minutes to go. Amazing stuff here in the grand final, and now he's going to change his tactics back to be a little less aggressive. Wow, what a second game here in the final. The American looking like he was down and out at the start, behind by 2 goals. We're now just 10 minutes away from penalties, and we're sat at 4 goals apiece. What a match, Demon.
An instant reply, and it was the stranger that guessed right instead of left, and that gave all the space in the world for a simple cut back and tap in, almost a replica of the goal the stranger had just scored up the other end. The tackle comes in, that's exactly what Joksan needed. Gets himself a perhaps overhead through ball, surely, just sends it down the line, sends the runner, looking to cut in. Neymar finds Ronaldinho, gets across, Hullet goes inside, chance for the finish. It wasn't timed to perfection. The rebound is just going to go for a corner.
Insane game. Will he take this short? You can see aiming for the penalty spot as it swung in. Header comes in, but it is going to go out. It's another corner. Another corner here for Joksan. It'll look similar, but there's a man in the front post. It's Vieira. Oh no! That was so close once again for Joksan.
Wow, I thought that was it, I gotta be honest. Came straight back out from that defender, looking for an option to throw it here. He was looking for the running, he wants to go left, it's not going to work out, so he tries to take it. He's got 5 in-game minutes remaining, and whatever little tiny bit of extra time that may be added on with the 2 goals going in. Can't lose the ball here, Joksan. Sprinked it, nice switch of play, finds a lot of space. Ronaldinho, time for a shot there, goes into Hullet. Oh, it's in the top corner! Joksan may well have just done it. There's just 2 minutes remaining before game 3 could be upon us.
The stranger now surely feeling a little bit of pressure. He has a chance though still. Let's not call this one before the referee blows up. Henry in towards Ronaldo. He's been dispossessed though. Surely will be cleared here. Only as far as the stranger. 2 minutes added on. But that is all the stranger has. He's passed it away. He's lost the ball. And surely this is game number 2 going to Joksan. He is with Ronaldinho down the bottom. Referee, take your whistle out, blow up, and there it is. Joksan will take game number 2.
I've said it, I'm sticking with him. My prediction before Joksan, I definitely think he's going to win this game now.
Stranger for me, I think he's clinical in front of goal, and if we see more defensive errors, then he should be able to take this one.
I'm staying with my pick. He had the same thing in the semis. Stranger won the first game, lost the second, and it still took it home in the third game, so Stranger still.
And I am going to go with the North American, Joksan. There you go. The game is ready. Let's go over to our casters, Joe Miller and D-Man.
Yes, here we go. The final game of the finals. My word, we didn't think we were going to be here, Joe, for a short while because it looked like the stranger had it sewn up, but there's an early chance here already building. That's surely a foul, no, given the referee being very lenient, and it led to an attack already for the stranger.
Big ball down the wing. Ronaldo flicking it up, but well defended in the end from Joksan. Even had advantage there, so it would have been pulled back to a foul if so. And of course, colours here. We've stuck to the same colours as game number 2, so Joksan playing in the white from left to right. The stranger in the home strip of FC Basel, blue and red from right to left as the ball bobbles in the box. It's badly cleared. Is he going to score? Oh, he's off the bar. Defenders, it's a mess. Pulling. Oh! And knocked over the top. Oh, that was a scramble. 7 minutes in, swung into the box, and a big fist there to clear it. But it's not out of danger just yet for Joksan.
We can really just look back to what Boras showed us. The Terriers effectively nipping at your heels as soon as you lose the ball, and that's exactly what's happened. Lost the ball in the box, and then grabbed a chance from it, and a chance from it, and a chance from it, just non-stop, constant pressure. Certainly boosting his shot stats for sure, because they were hitting left, right, centre, but they was cleared, and it's still 0-0. Joksan needs to clear that little defensive error out of his mind, find a space, surely the shot, and it will be the opener for Joksan, representing North America here in the finals. Could we see our North American champion?
Honestly, far too early to say. Look back at that last game, and who knows what's going to happen. Of course, the stranger was leading that one 2-0, and it went all the way. What an incredible game. This one starting off, though, in favour of Joksan. How is the stranger going to handle that one? He was shaking his head, even laughing a little bit after that one went in. How does he handle this? Well, he handles it by losing the ball, first of all. Cristiano got too many men to just simply skip on through, but there's a ball out for Eusebio. Big cross to the back stick. He'll keep it in there as well, but Ronaldo can't get up above the defender.
A lot of men committed. He does got to be careful he doesn't get a big through ball on him here. You can see he's gone to R9. He's got players forward. This is surely a big counter, but the muscle from Hullet just takes it off him. Look at the runners. Look at the space. Cruyff available. CR7 and Eusebio in the box. Lays it back to R9. The man you want. Oh, the keeper. The change, the shuffle from the stranger does the job and defends it.
Corner taken short for Joksan. Man on the edge of the box, so it's Rio Ferdinand. You don't want to be shooting with him. Now it's Eusebio in towards Roberto Carlos and R9. The ball's still up in the air. I believe that will be a corner here. It will. And it's going to be swung straight in there to the front post. And, well, there was just nobody around there for Joksan. He's taken that one a little prematurely, perhaps, but he regains possession. He still has it here on this top side. R9 to the feet of Eusebio. Back to him from Hullet as well. Good little tackle from Vieira. Oh, but, wow, all a little bit of a mess. The stranger shakes his head.
Essential, I think. That was setting up for a finesse finish. He was just looking to try and roll it back and go for it, but good little shrug there, and Joksan putting the pressure on this time on the stranger. Hasn't really had a big chance other than there was first couple of minutes. Now chance with the ball through. It's CR7, Ronaldo lays it across, back to space. Oh, the save is huge from the keeper. You thought Cruyff had that every day of the week, but it's gone across. The overhead kick goes wide. Oh my word, the stranger with so many chances, but it's just not working for him.
That save as well. Absolute worldie, to be honest, from De Gea. I don't think the stranger could quite believe that he's kept that one out. Now it's Joksan, though, on the push. Where does he go from here? Ronaldo, and it's in! And there is the second for Joksan. Half an hour into the game, and now the stranger, who found himself 2-0 up in a similar timing to this in game number 2, has to make the comeback himself.
This is the first real emotion we're seeing from the stranger. He's been a blank slate throughout the tournament, kept his mental prowess throughout, but certainly starting to feel the pressure, it looks like, here. I'm no body language expert, but I can tell he's not happy with that. He's had so many chances, so many big chances saved and cleared, but he may be thinking this isn't happening, but he's going to keep on attacking. He's going to keep going. Hullet can't get through into the box. The ball almost falls back to him kindly, but he's been hitting the break once. Can he be done again?
Cruyff up to Ronaldo. Nice tackle there, though. Right on the line. Joksan will get the throw-in from that. Well, the stranger just has to calm any emotions. Oh. And, well, there's a yellow card for Rio Ferdinand. Wasn't in the box this time from the stranger, so he can count himself lucky and be thankful for that one. It's a bit of a strange free kick taken there. But he keeps possession. Hullet. Roberto Carlos. In towards R9. Good build-up play here for Joksan. See, 94% pass percentage. Great numbers on that front. Here is Hullet, going to try and squeeze it through. Eusebio is there, takes the shot. It's hit one man, and it's going to go out for a corner.
Well, thought the keeper was going to clear that one, but he didn't. He's going to go big header, just wide. Patrick Vieira managing to get his big head on that one. Not quite able to make it count. Chance maybe to get something before half-time here. Good through ball, but it's rude. Hullet just breaking through the middle, and Neuer has a mistake there. De Gea, sorry, for Joksan, but he gets away with it. That could easily have bounced back into the goal, Joe. We've seen it happen.
Yeah, and saw Joksan's face on the camera. His pain for a second there as he didn't know where he was going to go. Stranger not able to find himself a pass. 61% possession for the North American. There we go. For the stranger, though. Ronaldo going to find Hullet. Where does he go from here? Pulls it back to Cruyff, defender getting in the way. Makes another throw-in. So a goal here before half-time will be huge for the stranger.
So quick on the switch there. Oh, and it's fell kindly. It's fell kindly. Again, there's the bounce. It fell to R9, the 94 rated. Not the prime, but it works for the stranger. And he's maybe just bought himself a lifeline going into the second half.
Perfect time to score for the stranger. Makes the job seem all that much more doable. There is half-time here. Oh, no, there's a foul, actually. I tell a lie. 3 minutes added on, so still a couple of minutes, which could be enough for a chance for Joksan. If he speeds things up here, which he does. Into R9, Hullet now. Now it's Cruyff on the edge of the box. Cristiano Ronaldo going to take the shot, and it's in as well. Joksan says, no, I'm going into half-time with that 2-goal lead intact.
Just about the perfect response The drag back and perfectly timed finish to just slam it into that top corner. Keeper no chance. Absolutely solid job from Joksan. He has looked incredible throughout this tournament. A bit of a machine. 7 shots to 6 there of the second half. It's all down to the stranger. He starts with the ball.
This is what pressure can feel like for the stranger. Can he handle it? Joksan 2 goals up just when the stranger thought he was going into a little bit more comfortable of a half-time break. Joksan brings it back. Here is the stranger, flicks it up, tries to get the volley off. Keeper will collect that one. That'll be a sigh of relief, no doubt, for Joksan.
Keeping hold of it, 6 seconds and counting. Will just drop it before, and then tries to play it down the wing. Keeps it in with Cruyff. Sends a runner down. R9 looking in the middle of the box. CR7 available, doesn't use him, recycles it, switches the play, keeps possession, always lost out there. Cruyff charging straight in. The stranger with a through ball. R9, is he onside? He may well just be off. I think he was. And well, it's going to be Joksan back in the white with the ball.
Are we going to see another comeback, as Joksan did in that intense game number 2? A goal for him here could put this game to bed. But he's dispossessed. Not a great pass from the stranger. You can see he's becoming more and more animated with everything that doesn't go his way. Pressure getting to him perhaps. Here's Cruyff. Tackle seems good. It will be cleared out in towards Hullet. Smart play to switch off into the space here on this bottom side with Kyle Walker. Conte into Cristiano Ronaldo. There it is on the edge of the box. Hullet now. Tried to get the shot off, but it was straight to the defender. Poorly cleared though. Hullet again. Now it's on 9, great position, and it's top corner. And now the pressure shifts. Joksan only with the 1 goal lead. It's 3-2 in game number 3, the deciding game. Whoever wins this one is the champion here in Paris. And we have half an hour in game to go.
Again, a little lucky. The bounce kind of fell his way. That's a very strong tackle. And it's the stranger that's won out the ball. There's chance for through ball here. Goes to Kante, finds Hullet. R9's made a run. He's got CR7 out wide. Hullet pushes through, goes to R9, falls kindly again to him. Is this really the look that he needs? The rub of the green, he wins it back again and again and again. It goes back to R9. This time, surely Joksan will clear his lines because the stranger is putting more pressure on him. But now the counter, no. Cut out again. It's the stranger on the attack.
What a game of FIFA this is. Hullet now on the edge of the box. He's got CR7, but he's got R9 running through. The keeper gets down. Denied in the last moment. Corner though, drifted in towards one man who tries for the acrobatic equaliser. Well, that is knocked away. But crucially, the German still has possession of this one. He can build it up once again, taking things a little slower. Cruyff into Vieira, making sure these passes are safe. And there it is, CR7, oh, it's tackled in the box.
Oh, so close. Joksan living on the edge right now. Could really do with that cushion being back on him. That 1 single goal lead is feeling a little precarious at the moment with just 20 minutes to go here. Here's Joksan on the attack, space down the wing. Look in the box, there's one on the end. Oh, he just needed a cross. A time cross would have absolutely found the man. Instead tried to go for the cutback. Gets a corner himself though, plays it into the box, into the penalty area. Vieira was free, but he couldn't get the header away. And now it's still 1 back. Joksan still with possession. We're just 20 minutes to go in this game. Looking for that time finish, gets it into the box. Oh, he's found the net! It got past Neuer somehow, some way, and he's got himself the 2-goal cushion once again.
Deep breath. Quick swing of the water for Joksan. He's back with a 2-goal lead. The stranger has to turn on the style now. He has hardly any time here. Okay, 20 minutes in game can still be a heck of a lot. Can still pull a lot off with it. As we see changes, what is he going to do? Defenders to drop back, the width down, the depth going to go down as well. Balanced offensive style Everything just a little bit safer, all down one notch in terms of aggression for Joksan. And of course, he can change that if things don't go his way. But for now, he knows that there's 17 minutes plus stoppage time. And he's the champion if it stays this way.
Well, he's going to play the pressure on himself, but he's going to crowd that box in his half as much as you can. Expect to see a bit of bombardment from the stranger here with him going that deep. You've seen the close pressure that he was putting on earlier on. Will win that ball back, but again, it's lost. Counter chance here. Maybe offside, actually, CR7. No, played in just perfectly. Ronaldinho goes through, doesn't find him. Georgie Best, ball lost, and now the counter on for the stranger. Remember, he did keep a lot of players deep, though, so there are plenty back to cover off any attack that will come. As CR7 finds Ruud Gullit in the box to Vieira, looking across, Gullit on the edge, gets it to R9, and that's going to be a tame effort. I think that may even be a goal kick. Yes, it is.
Not sure really what happened there. Certainly wasn't planned by the stranger. That is not what he was aiming for. Switch of flanks to Kyle Walker. I think he may have lost out. Big header, but that leaves Walker out of position. Will allow Albert to make a bit of a run on through. Now Gullit. There is Ronaldinho. Takes a shot. Oh, that had to go in, surely. It's 4-2. There's 82 minutes gone.
He can't believe it. He can't believe it. That did not find the top corner of the net. It looked like it was just going to float on in there. He still needs 2 goals before the 90th minute. Gets another through ball. A big chance for Ronaldinho. Blocked out by the defender. And Joksan once again breathes a sigh of relief. The stranger chasing this game, but he needs the ball. And now the counter is on. Sends it forward. The best form of defence is attack. Ronaldo through to Ronaldinho. Can't find his man. Gets it to Eusebio. The space. He finds an opening. Oh, the shot. Well, the stranger had moved his keeper. There was a big opening on the right-hand side, but he's launched it out for a throw-in. I don't think it's going to happen.
This is all good for Joksan. All he needs to do is keep the ball in this final third, ideally in his possession. But right now, the stranger has no chance to bring those goals back. He doesn't have the ball. Possession firmly with Joksan as we move into the last couple of minutes in game of this matchup. The stranger, the way he's sat, he's given up on this one. A cheeky little chip goes wide, and that is a goal kick. 89.5 minutes. Surely this one is over right now. Joksan getting the possession back. There's just 2 minutes left of added time.
Oh, the ball through. Look at the run from Ronaldinho. Doesn't play take it. Ruud Gullit just slowing things down. Little heel to heel. Tries to find the space, but it doesn't matter. The time is not with the stranger. Look at his body language. He's down. It's Joksan. He's the winner here in Paris under the Continental Cup. Amazing stop. The first ever winner for FIFA 19.
And now I would like to introduce Stephen Roberts, the Global Vice President of Esports at PlayStation, to present the Continental Cup trophy to Joksan.